Alright, so this might seem a little confusing at first. So in a way, Battlestate Games, the makers of Escape from Tarkov, so they're charging $250 for what is effectively an offline mode. I mean, I guess technically it's a co-op mode. So, you know, you can play Escape from Tarkov without having to worry about other players killing you, which is something a lot of people have wanted since the beginning. And $250 is an outrageous price for that, but it gets even worse. So there was a limited time edition called the EOD edition, which apparently promised all future DLC to be included with this edition. And presumably that includes any newer additions and the content that comes with them. It was basically like a season pass, but it was limited time. So it was like a really like get in now and you'll get everything type of deal. And so, you know, big fans of the game obviously jumped on that deal. And then now there's this new edition of the game that, like I said, is $250 that they're not getting with the EOD edition. And it's even worse considering at some point a co-op or offline mode was promised to people with the EOD edition.
So that was a lie.
So, I mean, they're literally just breaking their promise here. You know, some people are looking into legal action over it because, I mean, it basically was false advertising. And so Battlestate Games is seeing the backlash to it. And they made an announcement basically saying that the people with the EOD edition would get access to this new edition for 6 months, as if that somehow fixes the problem. Like, you made a promise and you're going back on it, and it's just you're spitting in the face of your players, the people who give you your career, really. And like a lot of people pointed out, like if you were really that desperate for money to keep things going, Escape from Tarkov has such a like dedicated fan base that if y'all were just open about it, you could absolutely fundraise the money. And I get some people are like ashamed of fundraising for whatever reason, but it's much, much, much less shameful than exploiting your customers and lying to them and having false advertisements. Not only that, but a lot of people also think this edition is pay to win, as like other premium editions or whatever, you know, any edition that's more expensive than the standard edition. You get some perks that basically help you when it comes to the standard gameplay loop, which, you know, things like having an increased inventory stash, which allows you to basically hoard a lot more weapons and better weapons, which would give you an advantage when it comes to, you know, PvP aspects. You know, if you can have more high level equipment and not really worry about losing it, then yeah, you have a big advantage there. And so, you know, yeah, there is a big argument on it being pay to win. Very few people like games that are pay to win, and the people that do need therapy. And so this is all on top of Battlestate Games single-player offline co-op mods for Escape from Tarkov that allow people to play the game in this way. You know, even though that, you know, they paid for the game, it's all stuff that's in the game, but they're just not playing it the right way, I guess. Unless they pay $250, then they're allowed to. You know, people get banned from Escape from Tarkov for having these types of mods, which is crazy. You know, I mean, it really is a missed opportunity for them to not have a PvE type mode for people who just want to play co-op and not have it at a ridiculous price. You know, the fact that they're just now getting around to it and they're locking it behind a $250 edition. Again, $250. I would never spend $250 on any game, like ever. And I'm one of the people that think that, you know, newer games, like it would be understandable for them to have higher prices than we've seen in the past. Brand new games have been $60 since forever. You know, they really haven't adjusted for inflation over the years. You know, going up from 60 to 70 wasn't that big of a jump. You know, I would not mind a game be priced around $100 if the game was worth $100. But I can't think of any game that's worth $250. But yeah, that's that. I have a feeling, based on everyone's reaction to it, that they're eventually going to persuade Battlestate Games into effectively reversing this decision and giving EOD players the newest edition and basically all the features that come with it. Because like even people like me, who I just have the standard edition, I'm upset because I'm like, that's extremely deceptive. I may not have paid for the EOD edition, but what if I did? I just have been taken advantage of, and that's not cool. But yeah, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below if you think that, you know, Battlestate Games really made a mistake here, or if it's basically just gonna blow over, you know, in a few months. You know, do you think it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be? And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, subscribe. See ya.
Much, much, much less shameful.